Imagine this. You've waited for years watching the news, following the forums, and patiently holding your investment. The day finally arrives. The revaluation is happening. You rush to the bank with a briefcase full of Iraqi Dinar or Vietnamese Dong, your heart pounding with a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation. You approach the teller, slide the currency and your forms across the counter, and then you see it. The look. A slight frown, a furrowed brow, a slow shake of the head. The teller pushes the paperwork back towards you and says the words that feel like a physical blow. "I'm sorry, there's an error here. We can't process this." In that single moment, a simple mistake, a misplaced digit, an unchecked box, a missing signature, has just cost you not just time, but potentially thousands of dollars as the exchange rate shifts while you scramble to fix the problem. This isn't a nightmare scenario I'm inventing to scare you. This is the very real, very avoidable reality for countless investors who walk into banks unprepared. The difference between a seamless, profitable exchange and a bureaucratic nightmare that drains your time and your wallet doesn't come down to luck. It doesn't come down to how nice the bank teller is that day. It comes down to one thing and one thing only: the absolute, unerring, flawless accuracy of your currency declaration forms. This is the single most critical document standing between you and the financial freedom you've been working towards. Think of this form not as a piece of boring paperwork, but as the official key that unlocks the vault. Without the correct key, the vault stays shut no matter how much currency you own. For investors in Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong, this process is even more critical because you are dealing with currencies that are subject to intense scrutiny, complex international regulations, and a banking system that is inherently cautious about large foreign cash transactions. The declaration form is your first and best line of defense against delays, audits, and outright rejection. It is the document that transforms your holdings from mere paper notes into a legitimized, verifiable, and transferable asset in the eyes of the financial world. It is the story you tell the bank, and it must be a story of complete transparency, impeccable record-keeping, and unwavering compliance. Every single field on that form, from your middle initial to the total sum calculated in the bottom right corner, is a potential tripwire. A single, seemingly insignificant error can trigger a cascade of verification requests, internal reviews, and mandatory holds that can freeze your assets for days, weeks, or even longer. And in the fast-moving world of a currency revaluation, where rates can be incredibly volatile, a delay of a few hours can mean a significant difference in your final payout. This is why we are going to move beyond the basic advice of fill it out carefully. We are going to dissect this process on a molecular level. We are going to explore the philosophy behind each section, understand the unspoken questions the bank is really asking, and preempt every possible point of failure before you even set foot in the building. This is about adopting the mindset of a professional, where precision is not a goal but a fundamental requirement. So, if you are ready to move from being an investor who hopes for the best to becoming an investor who guarantees their own success, then pay very close attention. What follows is the most detailed, practical, and actionable guide you will find on mastering the IQD and VND declaration process, ensuring that when your moment of truth arrives, you walk in not with hope, but with absolute certainty. Let's begin by dismantling the myth that these forms are complicated. They are not complicated, they are precise. And precision, unlike complexity, can be mastered with a systematic approach. The entire form can be broken down into three conceptual pillars: who you are, what you have, and where it came from. The first pillar, your identity section, seems straightforward, which is precisely why it's so often botched. You must understand that the name and address you write here are not just for mailing purposes. They are being digitally cross-referenced in real time with a web of federal and international databases. The name on your form must be your complete, legal name, exactly as it appears on the government-issued identification you are presenting, typically a driver's license or passport. If your license says Robert James Smith, you cannot write Bob Smith or R.J. Smith. Any deviation, no matter how small, creates a discrepancy that the system is designed to flag. Your address must be your current, physical residential address, not a P.O. box, and it must match the address on file with your bank and potentially even the IRS. This is the foundation of your financial identity, and the bank must see a perfect, unbroken chain linking you, your ID, and your residence. Now, let's talk about the second pillar, which is the heart of the transaction, detailing the currency itself. This is where your meticulous nature must shine. For Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong, you are almost certainly dealing with large denominations and a significant number of notes. The form will ask you to list the denominations and the number of notes for each. This is not a place for estimation or rounding. You must physically count the notes, sort them by denomination, and record the counts with absolute accuracy. If you have 147 notes of the 25,000 dinar denomination, you write 147. You do not write about 150. The total value you calculate must be perfect. A single mathematical error in adding up the total value will invalidate the entire form. I recommend using a calculator, double-checking the math yourself, and then having someone else verify it a third time. Furthermore, and this is a pro-level tip that most people overlook, you should also be prepared to provide the serial number ranges for your notes, especially for larger transactions. While the form may not always mandate it, having a pre-printed sheet listing the starting and ending serial numbers for each bundle of notes demonstrates a level of organization and legitimacy that immediately reassures the bank manager and can bypass layers of additional questioning. It proves you are not a casual speculator but a serious, organized investor. This leads us to the third and most psychologically nuanced pillar, the source of funds. This section intimidates people more than any other, but it is your greatest opportunity to build trust. You are not being accused of a crime. The bank is legally required to understand the origin of the money to prevent money laundering and terrorist financing. Your answer must be clear, concise, and truthful. Acquired through personal purchase from authorized dealer name, over a period from start date to end date, is a perfect, professional response. It is specific, it names a legitimate source, and it provides a timeline. Avoid vague answers like savings or investment. The more transparent you are, the less suspicious you appear. This entire process is a dance of verification, and by mastering these three pillars, you are leading that dance with confidence and control, guiding the bank through every step and leaving no room for doubt or delay. So, you have your form filled out perfectly. The identity is locked in, the currency is counted and documented with serial numbers, and your source of funds statement is clear and professional. The preparation, however, does not stop there. The actual day of the exchange is a performance, and you need to be ready for your curtain call. Before you even leave for the bank, assemble your entire package. This includes the original, perfectly filled out declaration form, your primary government-issued photo ID, a secondary ID just in case, your printed serial number log, and any original purchase receipts or certificates you have from your currency dealer. Having this portfolio of documentation is not overkill, it is a power move. It shows everyone from the teller to the branch manager that you are not there to ask questions. You are there to provide answers. When you arrive at the bank, your demeanor is part of your strategy. Be polite, confident, and direct. State your business clearly. I would like to exchange Iraqi dinar for US dollars and have completed all the necessary declaration forms. Hand over the entire package. Your confidence will set the tone for the entire interaction. Now be prepared for a wait. The teller will likely need to consult a manager. Large foreign cash transactions are not routine. Do not fidget, do not appear nervous, do not hover over the counter. Take a seat if offered. Your calm patience is a non-verbal confirmation of your legitimacy. The bank staff may ask you clarifying questions, mostly verifying the information you have already provided. Answer them calmly and consistently. The story you told on the form is the story you must tell in person. Any inconsistency, no matter how minor, can raise a red flag. This is also the moment where your meticulous serial number log can pay massive dividends. If the bank has a policy to verify a sample of notes, your log makes their job easier, which in turn makes your transaction faster. Remember, you are helping them help you. Once the verification is complete and the transaction is approved, you will be presented with the final exchange calculation. Do not switch off your brain at this point. Verify the exchange rate they are applying. Is it the agreed-upon, publicly listed rate for that day? Verify the final US dollar amount you are to receive. Ensure that everything matches your understanding before you sign any final receipts. This is the final step in taking full ownership of the process from start to finish. You have navigated the bureaucracy, you have demonstrated your credibility, and you have secured the value of your investment. This entire journey, from the first pen stroke on the form to the final confirmation at the bank, is what separates the successful investor from the frustrated one. It is the application of knowledge, discipline, and foresight. You have now transformed yourself from someone who simply owns a foreign currency into someone who has mastered the system required to liquidate it. You have not just hoped for a positive outcome, you have engineered it through meticulous preparation. This knowledge is your most valuable asset. So, take this guide, review it, internalize it, and prepare your documents now. Do not wait for the news to break. The time for preparation is not when the RV happens. The time for preparation is today, while things are calm and you can think clearly. Your future self, the one walking confidently out of the bank with a successful transaction completed, will thank you for the diligence you showed today. If you found this deep dive invaluable, if you feel more empowered and ready than ever before, then do me a huge favor. Share this video with every single investor you know. Let's build a community of informed, prepared individuals who succeed together. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more essential breakdowns that you won't find anywhere else, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. The journey isn't over, this is just the beginning. Now go and get your paperwork in order.